the football gods, they giveth and they taketh away.
They're taking
And
some.
boy, oh boy, did they
They
save
take it.
Scooter's ass this week when
Oh.
his Cowboys pulled out the victory over the Texans. Scooter, how scared were you thinking about what might happen if the Cowboys lost that game and
To
you
the
had do
worst
this show
team.
this week?
Well, let me begin by saying I was not afraid at any point in time. I knew from the beginning the Cowboys were going to come through. No, in all actuality, I was scared. Okay. I was
I
scared.
thought that was cap.
I was
Yeah.
scared because I knew the Eagles fans were adamantly waiting. They had preloaded the tweets. The text messages were about to start incoming. My life was about to become worse. But in the waning moments of the fourth quarter, one Rain Dakota Prescott turned on the juice, led us back to victory. And because of that, we are still in possibly, we're still in we're still like able to get first place. I don't know how else to say it. Like, yes, I was scared. I don't know what the heck we were doing. And I said it. It was the Turpin muffed punt that literally opened up the floodgates of foolishness. At the time, I was watching with my girlfriend and she said, no, don't be mad at Turpin. Don't be mean to Turpin. I said, no, this is what can happen off of a muffed punt. The Texans almost beat us. Any given Sunday, any team can beat you. We've seen this. These are professional teams. I don't want to hear it. Eagles almost lost to some garbage teams as well. Good teams find a way to win, and that's what the Cowboys did. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Look, what bailed you out was a goal line stand when the Texans were, there's a 100 bomb right there.
Oh,
God,
no. Please,
The
God,
Texans
no.
were about to punch it in.
Keep going. Keep it going. What were you saying, Five?
Yes,
DeMarcus
the
Lawrence
Texans
came
were about
through.
to punch it in. They were up, I think, 23-20 or something like that at the time. And then they were forced to kick a field goal instead. And then that just blew it. And they allowed the Cowboys to come back. But the Texans had that game. It wasn't
They were
like
on the goal line again.
Oh, yeah. The Texans had that game. But they were like, oh, wait, we're tanking for the number 1 overall pick. And then they realized what was going on. But a little exposure there that if you come hard at the Cowboys, you can beat them.
What do you mean by that?
And if you're not the Texans.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing, though. I don't even think it was any exposure. It's just like on any given week, anything can happen if you overlook teams. This was a trap game. This was a trap game.
Brandon, you're about to say something?
Yeah, what were you going to say, Brandon?
I was going to say,
me.
like, if you're a Cowboys fan, what you should
Yes.
feel good about is, like, Dak didn't have his best game, right? Not playing his best football for that game. But when the game was on the line, put together best drive of the game, the clutch drive. And, like, when you can do that as a quarterback, even if it is against the Texans, like, not only is that something that, like, builds confidence for your QB and your team, it's a little bit of one of those kind of momentum shifters, and you got your backs against the wall and you avoid disaster. So,
And
maybe they won't do that in the playoffs.
Disastrous.
Maybe they
it
won't.
would have been disastrous had we lost that game. Here's the thing. Eagles fans are hypocritical because when the Eagles struggle and barely beat the Colts, it's because they're such a good team, right? When the Eagles struggle and are down to the Jaguars and they come back, it's because they're a good team. But if the Cowboys struggle and we come back, it's because we suck.
It's a little different, though, because the Jaguars are actually good. Okay, Colts.
But not even there's so many teams.
Listen,
the Eagles
Texans
have struggled against,
but
they've come back and won, and they are praised for this. But now, if we struggle one game, not multiple games, we struggle one game, we don't get that same praise.
Yeah, but the Texans are so bad. They are like intentionally bad. That's the thing. Is like you that should give you a little pause for the playoffs when you think that you let a very bad team hang around with you for 59 minutes. Okay. It wasn't like it was, all right, you took over in the fourth quarter and then you just kneeled out. 59 minutes. They was on y'all. Okay. I get it. You pulled it out. Nobody ever looks at a championship season and says, man, week 12 really had me scared. But I'd be a little worried. I mean, you know, like a team like, say, Philadelphia or San Francisco, going to be really tough in the playoffs. You got to worry about them.
I'm not worried. The
Little
only
doubts.
thing I'm
You never
currently
worried.
about, the only thing I'm worried about is injuries right now. That's what we're just trying to get through the season with as few injuries as possible, because we already are missing Anthony Brown for the rest of the season. He's done. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now Diggs was almost injured in that game. So it's like now it's just make it to the end of the year healthy. And if we can do that, I don't care who we're playing. I don't care if we're playing Eagles in Philly. We have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
I don't care who we're playing in the NFC East. The Cowboys can beat them, which is why we are winning the Super Bowl this year. And when we do, the amount of content that will be produced will be wild. Just prepare. That's all I'm saying. Get ready now. I'm starting the Super Bowl edit.
I'm getting ready.
now.
All right. I'm getting ready. But
Okay.
I'm stretching.